Ndị be anyị ekene m unu. Asị m nke echukpara ya zelu. Okay, daalụ niile unu si na-esonyere anyị na ụbọchị nke taa na uhuruchi taa. Ife anyị na-enye unu n'ụbọchị nke taa bụ morning tea ka a na-akpọ ya n'oyibo. Daalụ niile ụmụ Chineke, anyị si na ọ ya dịrị onye ọbụla na mma. Ndị na-ekwu okwu maka ọdịnama nke ndị Igbo, nwere onwe nke ndị Igbo, na ụnụ ya dịka echi na-echi ada agwụ agwụ. Mana anyị kwuru na-akwa ya dịrị ise ise ise. Dịka o si dị ka agbapụ na ya ọsọ igosi na ife ji maka ya wee bịa n'iru akwụkwọ maka olika. Anyị na iru akwụkwọ, ị ga na-afụ onye ya afụ n'iru akwụkwọ akụta bụ Maazị Simon Ekpa, the Biafran Prime Minister in exile. Gee ntị ka ịnịfọ ọgwa Peter Obi. Now his place believe omelo. Gee ntị ka ịnịfọ ọgwa Peter Obi. Anyị ma asị ọnụrụ ya ka ọrụ nwanne ya. Share it for you to reach Peter Obi ka ọnụ ya. Ọ gwara ya dịka o si wee dị ife ọ ga-eme. And o mepekwara ya nnukwu ụzọ mana ka mmadụ ebe ahụ achọghị m bịakwa ife niile mere na ya bụ ife. Gee ya ọfụma ị ga-ese drop like comment gị on the comment below. Alright, over to you, the Biafran Prime Minister. Over to you, sir.
Would now come and say, oh, because you are the P2B has failed, so now Biafra agitation is now burning like a flame. Biafra agitation has been burning like a flame during the election. We have not stopped, continue to burn like a flame after the election. It continued to burn like a flame during the tribunal ruling. So nobody will come down and say, oh, it is because of the P2B lost election. So anybody coming from obedient to join Biafra liberation can join. Nobody's going to, because you don't even know who they are. So nobody will come down and say, oh, it's because of the election. But if all of us have abandoned this particular Biafra agitation, according to them, to go and start following P2B, which is a scam, don't you see that Biafra would have been a closed chapter by now? Because there is no reasonable. They only say it is because you failed election, and then it become a political movement, which is what all these criminals, defunct criminals that were expelled in the struggle, have been piloting for many years. So yes, and that is the reason why I'm not making exposition on many things. I'm not making analysis on many things because Nigeria are dumb. Like most of these people that are, you can imagine the names of those who are the tribunal judges. If you listen to the name, you're going to see they are from Connaught, so they know nothing. They don't have critical thinking. So most of the judges in Nigeria are making their rulings based on public opinion. So you are right. You may be right. That is because of the exposition I made and that because exactly what I said is how they pronounce their ruling. Exactly what I said. So we cannot completely rule that out, that it is because so this is exactly what they follow. So we already know that the jurisprudence in Nigeria is all about public opinion. That's why anything that's happening, they come to public and they push it to the media instead of them handling it in the court. They want to see how public will react. They want to hear the public opinion, and then the ruling goes that way. And that is a very, very terrible situation. And one of the reasons that we have to get our freedom and begin to practice, the real justice system and how the judges can make their ruling not based on public opinion, but based on the what the law says. Thank you.
PM, yes. It's good that you recognize that your analysis played a huge role. If not, I would have brought so many instances where Nigeria has actually took your word for word, note for note, and they acted upon it. Many times it has been your exposition, but like you said, you notice it and you stop giving out so many exposition. Yes. But if you observe during that Obi campaign was when you studied the ship of IPOB. There came Obi, and we have a lot of heavyweights that we never knew that they were sharp. The likes of WIC throwing their weight behind Peter Obi. And look at them, here is Simon Ekpa steadying the ship. All of a sudden, there comes a very big distraction. How much do you think this of a pressure were to you? Was it a pressure to you, or because you became a lonely voice crying in the wilderness at that time? But surprise, you say we want to welcome them, we want to do this. So why is it that easy for you?
You see, I am in this struggle to get Biafra. Okay, not for nothing else. I am in this struggle to get freedom. I'm in this struggle to make history. So it does not matter, what happened in the past. It does not matter what transpired between us and the people that are gullible and they followed the wrong path. So if now they have realized their mistake and come to support what we are doing financially and otherwise, I don't have a problem with that. Because the point is that sometimes it is good for things to happen like this so that you can learn. But sometimes it will be very dangerous because it is those who stays alive that will tell the story and also will learn. Many people have died during this election, and today they are not here to tell the story or to learn their lesson. So they died and they died for nothing. So those who, during that time, they came with a lot of propaganda against me that I'm working for Nigeria government. Even now, they say I'm working for Nigeria government. I don't know the rationale behind that, but anyway, some people say Tinubu have paid me, and I don't know the rationale behind that. So when I had a meeting with the World Congress, and I was very disappointed because these are the people who was also working with MAZI KANU, and I was part of it during that time. And all of a sudden, they turned 360 degree. So it was a shock to me. But then, that's what happens in a movement like this. So when they were talking and shouting P2B and all that, I told them, look, all of you are, some of them are 70 years, some of them are 60 years. You people have known history. You have seen Nigeria, Nigeria have seen you. Some of you also have knowledge about Biafra. So if you think that P2B is going to make any headway, then you are a disgrace to your age. If somebody like me, who may be the same age with their children, some of them know that Nigeria is not going to work, and P2B is not going anywhere, and you that are supposed to know better than me, you are following P2B, that all of you will be disgraced. Today, it has happened. So the thing is that the only hope we have is Biafra. And in Biafra, you are going to attain your potential. Your potential you can never attain your potential in Nigeria. Look at who is the Attorney General of Nigeria. Look at who is the CGN of Nigeria. Look at all these people that are making these rulings for the Presidential Tribunal. Look at their names. These are people that studied Islamic law. They knows nothing about common law system, and they don't know how to, analyze things critically as lawyers and judges. This is the problem. So most of them will listen to the public, to know what the public is saying or what the public are saying, and they make their ruling based on that. That's what Nigeria is all about. So anybody that studied Nigeria knows how Nigeria's justice system work. They make their ruling based on public opinion. That's why every single thing that comes out, it goes to the Nigerian media, and they are, they're debating it on media and all that. And the lawyers are also the same. So you can never, if you go to Nigeria law school, you are going to behave like them. That's why all these criminal like a job for them, whenever something happens, instead of them to go to court, they post it on social media, because they don't have any other way to have how to defend their client other than public opinion. The judges are doing the same, the lawyers are doing the same. So when you have a case, you throw it to social media. What is the essence of doing that? You want to seek the public opinion, and from there, they get idea how to defend their client. That is the problem in Nigeria. So that's why we are going to fight, do everything for us to exit and fix Biafra judiciary, and the justice system of Biafra is going to be the best in Africa, because we know we have learned lawyers all over the world, and we're going to, even those in Biafra land are doing wonders too. But so long as you are practicing under the Nigeria system, you are one of them. Thank you.
RPM, this will be the last because you have limited time, but I will say, are you vocally or eloquently stretching this hand to what Igbo Congress and the rest, and how much are you willing to trust them, being the third time that they will betray you in future? Because I dare to predict. Now you want everybody in you and this struggle to get Biafra, anybody that is genuinely pursuing Biafra. But if you have some unstable characters, like the World Igbo Congress, sorry to say, but that's the truth. Are you still vocally expressing this hand of fellowship? And how much are you willing to trust them?
Thank you very much for that question. You see, the issue of trust. Uh, the issue of trust is very difficult to say. I trust them. I can never trust them. Okay, but that is not to say that if they come to support the Biafra struggle, we are not going to work with them. We're going to work with them with a limited information. So we know how we protect our information, the Biafra movement. So they can join us and support the movement financially and otherwise. But the information they are going to be having will be very limited. And that's what we're going to do to everybody that is coming from obedient to this movement, because they're going to come. You know, most of them today cannot go back to their villages because of the insecurity. And so they need to be part of what we are doing for Biafra to come faster and quicker. So if they come today, we are going to welcome them as prodigal sons and prodigal daughters. So we don't because they have erred, we are going to say no, we are not going to welcome them again. No, if they come today, we want them to come. But one thing I have to assure every Biafran is that, believe me, we know how to play this game, and we play it very well. So anybody that joins us today from Obedient will also feel the sense of belonging. But the information the person will have or the group will have will be very limited. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. I have to let it be for now.
And
thank you.
Yes, and then also let me recite my quote. No, if they come today, we want them to come. But one thing I have to assure every Biafran is that, believe me, we know how to play this game, and we play it very well. So anybody that joins us today from Obedient will also feel the sense of belonging. But the information the person will have or the group will have will be very limited. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. I have to let it be for now.
And
thank you.
Yes, and then also let me recite my quote.
Ndị be anyị daalụ nne nụ kunu si wee na-esere n'ife anyị na-eme n'elu akwụkwọ. Unu fụrụ ihe the Biafran Prime Minister kwugasịrị n'elu akwụkwọ a, okwu ya dịka o si wee dị. Nke ya bụ ife kwa onye a gwara amarago owo ya, sasị ọnụ si mee gịnị si kọrọ nwanne ya. Ị na-anụgo ife o kwuru. Nke ịbụọ abụrụ gịnị ka unu nwere ike ikwu gbasịta maka ihe the Biafran Prime Minister kwuru, ka efu unu nwere ike ikwu na ya bụ ife dọrọpụrụ na ya on the comment below. Kunu si esere anyị daalụ nne nụ. Anyị sikwa shout out to ụmụ Chineke. At least I need to go 15K subscribers. I start to call Kabe Mayana Lunene for your support and the eme na Nibo and Numero when Kendibo and Numero when Kamazin and the KANU. I start to call Kabe Mayana Lunene. When I could not call it. Isa. All right, thank you for joining us and thank you. Stay tuned. at Eastern News 24. Make a Kabia protect and guide your people. You say?